My name's Martin Coleman. I'm a social worker in Kent and Medway NHS and Social Care Partnership Trust. I work in the Forensic and Specialist Care Group. We've prepared this presentation to explain how to raise a safeguarding alert, which is how we tell the local authority that we have a safeguarding incident in our service. I'll focus on the CASAF, the Kent Adult Safeguarding Alert Form, but Medway Council use a SAF, or Adult Social Care Safeguarding Alert Form. They look different, but the principles and procedures are very similar, and if not identical. I want to try and reassure you that safeguarding or making a safeguarding referral and being involved in a safeguarding investigation is not so difficult, and to help you to not feel intimidated by the idea. Safeguarding or adult abuse, of course, can be very complex and a real problem wherever it occurs and for the person at its centre. It can affect a lot of people and cause a lot of hurt and misery. It can be difficult to understand and unravel to get to the bottom of what is or has been happening. Don't allow that to worry you or put you off. That's the work that we do, and it's that complexity that following safeguarding procedures will help you to unpick, organise and deal with. Raising an alert will most importantly help keep vulnerable people, the people we work with, safe. If it leads to an investigation, a part of the focus will be to help to prevent future incidents and draw people together to try to find explanations. Please remember that safeguarding is not about punishing people. It's much more about keeping people safe, building safe services and learning from incidents. The safeguarding process is relatively straightforward. Safeguarding is about responding to actual or suspected abuse. Our role is to try to prevent that from happening, or to make a person safe if it has happened. If you witness or suspect abuse, you should raise that as a safeguarding concern. It's our duty. Once you're satisfied that what has happened is abuse and not something more straightforward like a misunderstanding, then we have to tell the local authority. The framework in which we deliver adult safeguarding is the multi-agency policy and procedures developed by the Safeguarding Adults Board. The legislation that underpins that now is the CARE Act 2014. It was that act that made it a statutory duty for each local authority to investigate any safeguarding concerns that happen in its area. That same duty requires them to investigate adult abuse or to cause others to do so. This means the law makes safeguarding everybody's business. The CARE Act focuses on well-being. Keeping people safe contributes to well-being. The Act tells us that a person who might be subject to a safeguarding inquiry is a person who has care and support needs and is experiencing or is at risk of experiencing abuse or neglect and is unable to protect themselves because of those care and support needs. Those safeguarding duties apply regardless of whether the person's care and support needs are being met, whether by the local authority or anyone else. This means that a person doesn't have to be getting support or services to be kept safe in this way. All that matters is they have care and support needs, are experiencing or are at risk of abuse and are unable to protect themselves. Safeguarding is your and my responsibility. If we become aware of abuse or see something that shouldn't be happening to a vulnerable person, we need to act. Safeguarding is not optional, it's a must-do. That might mean that you make a referral using the procedures I'm going to describe in this video series. If the incident is clearly abuse, then I think you should raise an alert immediately. You can talk through your concerns with a colleague, but do that quickly if you can. Speak to a colleague on shift with you or your manager or supervisor. If you still consider what you saw to be abuse, then that's what we tell the local authority. The ideal person to report the incident is whoever witnessed it, so that may be you. Together within your team you can work out who will make the referral, taking account of local operational need, but it needs to be done right away. Whether the person causing harm is another service user or a family member or friend, a stranger or a member of staff, you need to do something if it's safe for you to do so. Do what you can to stop any further harm and take steps to make the person safe, and record your actions and reasons. If you're not sure that a referral should be made, then please do talk to somebody. Your team might have a safeguarding champion. They would be ideal. You could telephone a designated senior officer who works with the local authority, or of course call KMPT's own safeguarding department. The contact numbers will display later on. The advantage of talking to the DSO or KMPT safeguarding team is that you will access sound advice and be confident that you'll be given expert guidance. You'll get an acknowledgement of the consultation that you can share with your team and upload to our patient record system. Before I conclude, I'll add one more important note. Safeguarding procedures do not replace the role and activity of the police. If a situation is urgent or serious, tell the police about it and ask for their advice. Don't forget you can phone 999 if you're worried about your own safety or the safety of others. You'll still need to use the safeguarding process, and remember to get a crime reference number to record on the CASAF. If you think a crime is being committed but it's less urgent, you're still required in the safeguarding policy to report it. That can be done online or by telephoning 101. KMPT has a safeguarding protocol available on iConnect, which will give you a checklist of all these details to ensure a comprehensive response to incidents of abuse. The resources I promised earlier will display next, and hopefully we'll meet again in another video. So, thank you.